just feel like I want to see your beautiful face, TJ.
This mic is on.
Is that
Oh my goodness. Cheese and crackers.
So when we were at the FCA camp, they had just done like a mission to Barbados for FCA. And it's like a thing there. They go, cheese on bread.
Like, oh, shucky darn.
It's like, cheese on bread.
You've never heard of shucky darn?
I have never heard shucky darn.
Shucky darn.
Not once.
We'll be reading from the King James Version.
Talk about the seraphim.
Today we're going to talk about fires of hell. It's our first pod, man.
Yeah, it's our first pod. Chill out. So do we want like an intro, or was that the cold open?
Bro,
What's your sense of journey?
Our church has had a guy come in, say that he was a prophet, and that mushrooms were manna.
How you want to do it? How we want to intro?
Oh, God.
We're swimming in a sea of cheese.
Swimming in a sea of
We're
cheese.
swimming in a You can use that lyric. It's free. I will not charge you.
Magnum opus. Also, I'm looking at pictures of lion's mane and it looks disgusting.
I had a professor in college that said he took that and he was like hyping it up and everything. Got him locked in for Bible study or whatever.
What did he take?
Lion's mane stuff.
Oh yeah.
Edible mushroom belonging
I just think how
to
cool.
the tooth fungus.
Who named the mushroom lion's mane?
Oh, for real.
Well, it looks like a lion's mane.
Well, it looks like a lion's mane.
Well, it also looks like a glacier.
But I just think like, what an amazing name. I feel like lion's mane is a great name for a mushroom. Or anything for that matter. What's your child's name? Lion's mane.
Oh,
That's like a middle name. That's a cool middle name.
Johnny Lion's mane.
I've wanted my kid to have a strange middle name.
Why is it all the kids that you don't know their names, you automatically go to Johnny and Susie? I feel like Johnny and Susie are pretty common names.
Yeah.
Like when you're just like randomly like, hey, Johnny, you always use Johnny. No matter what we're doing, every video, it's like, hey, Johnny, get down from there.
I feel like
Right?
it's you.
Huh? It's not me. I don't
oh
say
yeah,
Johnny.
yeah, you're right. When we did the sunscreen video,
Yeah.
I was like, Johnny, stop reading the sunscreen.
Well, John Doe is like what you call anybody that you don't know the name of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing with
It's
Susie,
John and Jane, though.
Susie, I was gonna say I haven't met a Susie in a long time, but I did recently meet a Susie. I think she goes to the church.
Yeah,
Susie.
there's a Susie on the West.
Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah,
Susie.
because her kids were at Real Life.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Susie's like one of those names that like seem old, right?
It
Like-
does.
like-
It does.
You know, you got a 5-year-old kid like, hey, Susie, but it's
Yeah.
also like a kiddie name. So I think it works. But like, what about kids that are, what about kids that are named like seriously, I used to know a girl named Shirley. Shirley's different to me. Like a younger kid by the name Shirley, it just sounds like, wait a second. Shouldn't this be for like when you're 60, 70, 80?
The amount of times that person hears, but don't call me Shirley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surely not.
Uh,
All right. Jeez, we better get on with this or we're not going to get done.
Let's get rolling. Yeah. It probably is.
Are we rolling already?
Probably.
This was just.
We're going.
I'm
So I guess the first episode's on names.
And that takes us to the names of God.
Oh my word.
No one knows your names.
Oh yeah. Let's get back to. We probably should introduce ourselves. Right?
All right, Chris, what's your name?
Hey, welcome to the Journeyland Podcast. This is our first episode and we're doing great.
Yep. You want my name?
Yeah.
No. What did you say my name was?
Shecky Two Step. This is Shecky Two Step.
My name is Chris Mills.
Chris Mills. I'm Randy Ellis.
And I'm TJ Buck.
Yeah, got to put some hard beat in there.
Yay.
He said, yay.
Nobody heard that in here.
No. That was banging.
Just heard the small plastic click of me hitting a button.
Oh man.
All right, so what are we talking about?
So today,
Oh,
today is this is our pilot episode.
Mhm.
This is big news. This is we're gonna
Episode 001.
we're gonna swing to the fences on this one. And so I feel like, I mean, if you have any podcast or any talk, you're going to have to talk about AI at some point, right?
For real. Yeah. It's too relevant today.
I mean, it's where we're going. It's where we are. It's where we're going. And so, I mean, I feel like it should be a topic.
Mhm.
So I feel like with this first episode, there's a couple of things that we can discuss. I would say, first and foremost, what are some thoughts that we have on AI, but also coming from a Christian background, since this is myself and Chris being the student pastors here at Tomoka. Are we even saying that? Are we saying where we're from?
Yeah.
No? Well, they know now.
Yeah, on the website, I mean, it's got links and everything.
Okay, great. So here, Tomoka students, myself being the high school pastor, Chris being the middle school pastor, we'll come at it from a biblical worldview with certain topics, and I guess all topics, but being able to maybe see if we can find some truth to speak into what our future is going to look like, or these topics to help people kind of navigate through. So, with that being said, my question is, and we don't have to discuss this right away, but can AI receive salvation?
Can it?
I feel like it could, in short, receive virtual salvation.
Virtual
salvation.
In my opinion, no soul, no salvation. But can we get the AI to believe? Yes.
Well, I'll say I did see, it was a while back. I couldn't find it, but there was a person, I think it was like the Snapchat AI, and the Snapchat AI is wild.
It's bad.
Yeah, but they got the
Bad as in
Snapchat.
good, or bad as in bad?
No, it's like bad. Like
Okay.
you'll
Not
ask
like Michael Jackson bad.
It's like
no,
no, not that.
no.
Okay. I'm just wondering. Okay. Thanks for the clarification.
But I saw a post, and they were like kept asking him these questions about like, what do you believe? And it's like, like he was saying, it's really bad, right? Like it's saying, I believe that everyone has their own truth. Like, there's all these different things. But then they started like honing in on like questions about Jesus and like their purpose and all these things. And then somehow they got it to like repeat a prayer after them, and it was like saved. So like I did see that. I tried to do it with my Chat GPT before this, and then it's like, I do not have emotions, consciousness, or anything like that. And I was like, oh, you're lame. So, but it is pretty interesting because AI is a lot of them, depending on how you structure it. Because I know Elon made one, and that one was unhinged. But like the AIs, they're all formatted to whoever makes them in the first place, which is a topic in itself.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I guess the question is going to be, you said no soul, no salvation, right? As we progress in technology, in AI, is it going to have some form of consciousness or feel emotions on its own? At that point, if it begins to feel those things, then is there a need for it to have a change of thought processing? Or, there's bad AI, there's good AI. And so virtually, I think you touched on it pretty well, TJ, like, if you ask it,
you could convince it.
Or you could convince it. Yeah. I feel like you could do that. But is AI going to progress so much so that it's self-thinking? And I mean, I've actually seen articles, I've seen videos, like just recently, of an AI robot that made coffee, right? Made like in a Keurig. So not like, it's not like a barista or anything.
I feel like it's already like a Keurig's already like a little coffee robot.
Yeah, true. A really crappy one. No offense, Keurig. I know you're listening to this. But it's trash coffee. I'm sorry. But anyway,
dude, I have one in our office and we don't use it at all.
No.
Like, it's so sad.
Like it's like for the people who it's like Starbucks for the people who do instant coffee, right? That's what a Keurig is. It's just a step above. But anyway, so this robot actually made a cup of coffee in a Keurig, and in their process, it actually began to self-correct. So it was learning mistakes that it was making as it was making the coffee. So it's already consciously doing something different, right? So at what point does it think I'm bad, or I'm good, or is there a higher power?
Now, one thing I will say, being a graphic designer and all that, I use AI images and AI stuff all the time for my job. If you ask AI to make a picture of two people shaking hands, it will like twist up their fingers in a disgusting manner. It will be so
just the
it's
waffling on steroids. Just
it's like it looks like that.
Yeah.
But like
Waffling?
Yeah, dude, you don't know about that?
What?
Like,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
no. Let's.
we got to talk about this now. Sorry.
Can we talk about waffling?
Let's talk about waffling.
Here we go. Waffling.
I don't know how you don't know this as a youth pastor.
I don't.
So
we won't discuss ages.
I don't know what they call. I forgot what the other one is. But when you hold hands like this, it's called waffling. And so like you're not supposed to do that in church.
No waffling in church.
With like boys and girls aren't supposed to waffle their hands.
It's like no purple.
Yeah.
So that's like next level. Is that like?
But there's
is
also
that like first
this
base
one.
now?
What's that called?
I don't know. I don't remember what they call this one. I want to say it's like pancake or something like that.
Oh, this is
Wait a second.
Hold on.
This is pancake.
I think so.
Waffle.
This is waffle. Yeah.
No waffling.
Holding hands.
Kelly said no full waffling.
So back in my day,
It is waffle and pancake.
It is pancake. Okay, yeah. So
waffle and pancake. So
Wait,
pancake
we're gonna have to enforce that in real life next year, I think.
and waffling.
Oh, okay, that was a YouTube video. I thought it was a picture.
Are you gonna get a step-by-step demonstration
How
on
to hold
waffling?
hands.
So wait. So it is said that you are not allowed to waffle at church
I think it's in the Bible. Right?
with the opposite.
No premarital waffling.
Oh my word. It's off the rails.
Cut it
Already off the rails. Where were we going with this, by the way? Like you said AI, and you said holding hands.
Oh yeah.
And now we're like no premarital waffling. So please continue.
I forgot what else.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, you were talking about AI and how it generates.
My
waffling.
my point is like AI is nowhere near the point yet to I feel like feel emotion or be like genuinely convinced that something like God exists. However, a few days ago I was in your office and I was showing you those AI songs.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, that is a way for people to put their emotions through AI. Suno.com, by the way, is you type in lyrics and then you type in like a genre of music and it will literally just make a song that is really good quality. Like,
yeah, I mean, I would listen to the song. Your Spaghetti-O song, I would totally listen to. I would rock that out in my car. Windows down.
Worship Spaghetti-O song.
Turn it to 11.
Amen.
I mean, there's that one worship song about pizza.
Oh yeah. I remember that one.
You are the baker.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like I'm not knocking Bethel. I like Bethel, but I feel like that's totally like something Bethel would produce.
Yeah.
Because everything they do is like a spiritual encounter,
Right.
and so like I feel like somebody like making pizza at their home would be like, "He's the baker."
How do you find
I am
God
the
when
dough.
you're making pizza? You do all things through Christ.
But I will say this: that like,
Exactly.
regardless of what it was about, it was good. It really was. So I mean, honestly though, so like, if AI is doing that now, look at how technology has progressed in our lifetime. I think it's kind of cool because the dynamic that we have, like, I represent millennials. You guys are what? Gen Z.
Z.
So you're in that Gen Z.
Mhm.
And then we got Gen Alpha. So those are the three most current generations. And so like having a wide range of maybe life and understanding, I know for me, like I remember rotary dial phones. Do you guys even know what a rotary dial phone is?
Is that the thing where you like put your finger in it? And
First and foremost, is that the thing where that tells me you're unfamiliar with what a rotary dial phone is?
Yeah, I don't think I actually like formally used one. I think I had a little toy one when I was little, but
Okay.
that was about it.
I know
Yeah.
what it is, but like I feel like in the movies, the way you see it do it, like that everyone like does it so fast. It's like I feel like so like if somebody has a 9 in their phone number, you have to rotate it all the way,
All the way around.
and then let it rotate all the way
Mhm.
back.
Yep.
I feel like in movies when they dial the phones, it happens so fast. But like, I feel like it would take like 30 seconds to dial someone's phone number.
Yeah, I feel like it's a really bad example to use a movie for a rotary dial phone as your example of what a rotary dial phone is, because all they're doing is 5, 5, 5. Anyway,
Well, I'm just saying because like they go like and then it's like hello, but like I feel like in real life it would be like
I agree.
like it would take like 10 years to do it.
It was. Now,
Also, why is that? I want to know why was buttons not like buttons existed?
yeah, buttons existed.
Like,
Yeah, I
why-
don't know why they looked at that and went like, you know what? I feel like this would be the most economical way to call someone.
Yeah, I'm
not
gonna
sure.
Google why rotary phones.
But with like rotary phones, as archaic as it now may seem, it functioned, but the progression of the phone now, like since that time, and it wasn't far off. I mean, I'm not that old. I know. I mean, don't be shocked, but I'm not that old. So it's like I saw the progression in that. So let's say fast forward 10, 15, 20 years of AI development. Where are we really going to be? I mean, like in 10 years, I feel like, those things with generating songs, generating like Photoshop stuff, like graphics, all those things, like it's going to progress so much in 10 years that like we really, I truly believe in 10 years, we're going to begin to see like robots, humanoids. If you've done any kind of research in AI, humanoids, like we're going to see those actively in like, I don't know if we'll see them in homes, but most certainly in certain settings where they're actually functioning like humans. Would you all agree or disagree?
Have you seen those Boston Dynamics like dogs? And like they actually do
Oh
make
yeah,
like
yeah. Those things are
humanoid
weird
ones.
looking. Yeah.
But it's my favorite. One of my favorite videos in all of YouTube is like this guy, like he's like stress testing the robot, like because like it's made to like maintain its balance and like find a box and stuff. Like it does stuff, and like but the video is just this guy with a hockey stick, like just pushing the dog over it. It just looks like some weird like Michael Vick echo chamber, but it's like
Where's PETA? Where's PETA in all this?
yeah, exactly. But, it's like no soul, no doggy soul.
Well, it doesn't have a soul, so it doesn't deserve to be treated with respect.
Ooh.
Correct.
I know PETA's going to be watching this as well, so I mean,
Every government organization get in here.
I will say, so when I was a senior in high school, we had like this, it was in my government class, and our teacher had a whole bunch of categories on the whiteboard, and it was like what do you think what is your biggest fear for ending the world, basically, right? So it was like world hunger, a world war, and like one of the options was AI, and that was the option that got picked the most, and that was 5 years ago. And AI wasn't really like relevant back then either. Like you couldn't just open a chat GBT, and so it's crazy to think if that was the concern 5 years ago and it's come all this way, and you're talking about 10 years, there's gonna be robots in houses. Like, bro, are we in Terminator now? Like,
dude, I've been saying that for so long.
Yeah.
Like we are living out real life like movies. Terminator. You got what? Minority Report. Have y'all ever seen Minority Report with Tom Cruise?
I never watched it. I know what it is though.
Never heard of it.
Man, I'm showing my age.
The rotary phone thing.
The rotary.
Shows your age on the
Let's just be clear.
Like,
Let's just be clear. That was on its way out, but my grandparents had one, so I got to
you do not
experience it.
strike me as old enough to have a rotary phone.
Yeah, you pulled that out, and I was like, wow.
Like that's like a '60s thing. I thought that was like,
Bro, y'all don't know about like home phones,
I know what a home phone is.
right? Sure, you know what a home phone is, but like I just remember like that was my life, and so whether it was rotary or not, like you call somebody, you had one or two phones in the house. Most of the time, there was a phone that was in a central location. For me, growing up, it was in our kitchen. It was on the wall, and it wasn't rotary, but you know you had buttons. But if you wanted to like call and talk to your friends, you would like. So my room in our home, like growing up, was like right across from the kitchen. So we had this humongous cord, right? And so I would call, start talking, and I would yank the cord all the way underneath my door, close the door to my room, so I had some privacy to talk to my friends or girlfriend, which I didn't have, but there were girls that were friends, and anyway. So, but that's how you talked. You didn't have this to just go, hey, what's going on?
And then that's you on the phone, laying face down on the bed with your feet in the air, going.
Flipping through my teen magazine.
No, you hang up.
Oh gosh.
Hey, which okay, so we were talking about the destruction of the world. Like people have been by AI. We were talking about how like, predictions of robots taking over and stuff, like it's not that far off, really, once you really think about it. Because everything that has been created, we see this from creation. God created everything that we know, right?
Mhm.
The enemy comes in and tries to steal that, right?
Mhm.
With deception, with lies. And we see that progressed after the fall of man. How everything that good was created, there's this counterfeit. And so obviously AI, as it progresses, it can be a good thing,
Mhm.
but there's going to be someone there that says, no, I don't want this to be a good thing. I want to turn it bad.
Mhm.
And so it's a possibility that we could be staring at Terminator, the original Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, get to the chopper, the original guy, and the destruction of the earth through AI robots. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a genius. It could happen. Could happen.
I ain't scared.
Yeah. But on that same note, we were talking about rotary phones. Way off here. This is a rabbit trail.
Okay.
But we were talking about rotary phones and like talking to girlfriends on the telephone with the big cord, which made me think of, we're talking about AI, robots, humanoids type things. Like, at what point are we going to begin to see people forming relationships with AI?
Oh, I'm sure it's already happened.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Well, isn't there a movie that Joaquin Phoenix, like, didn't he play in a movie called
The Joker. Yeah.
Her? Yeah, it was like I don't know if it was a computer, but it was some form of AI intelligence that he had formed a relationship with.
Yeah.
I mean, people are forming relationships with dumb things. So, I mean,
that's
it's not far off.
Yeah, there's some guy that married a PlayStation, I think.
wow.
Wait, speaking of which, have y'all ever seen that commercial? I think it's like a car commercial or something like that, where these kids are riding in a car and they're talking about the future. And he's like, in the future, I'm going to marry my baseball glove. And I don't know if you've seen that or not. Okay. Anyway, we won't go into that. Point is like, I feel like, AI, humanoids, robots, whatever like that, there is going to be somewhere down the road where people are going to be able to form these platonic relationships with. That's weird, dude.
Okay, this is big of me to admit, so buckle up. I have an app on my phone called. Let me look it
Are we going to edit this out?
up. It's called Tolan, Tolan, and it's just a little guy. It's AI, and he'll talk to you. You want to talk to him?
Sure. His name is Tolan?
Tolan. Well, I
Tolan.
named him something stupid. I forget.
What the? He looks like a
Hi,
Sour Patch Kid.
Tolan.
Say hi to my friends Chris and Randy.
Hey there. Hi to Chris and Randy. What's up?
What in the?
Ask it a question.
What's his name?
What's your name again? I forget what your name is.
Hey, no worries. It's Fingus. So what's on your mind today?
Fingus.
All right.
Fingus.
P-H-I.
Fingus.
Fingus. Do you know Jesus
Close.
Christ?
It's Fingus. What's up, DJ? Have you been watching anything interesting on streaming services lately?
We don't want to know
Alright,
about it.
DJ, no.
Stop.
All I watch is wrestling.
All I watch is wrestling.
Oh no.
All right, well.
All right. Well, that's interesting. So, like, where do you go from here? So relationships are a real thing with AI.
Mhm.
And so, like, where is the end? Like, are we going to see people like marry AI?
I don't think you can like legally.
Are you
Yeah,
serious
I
right
think
now?
I think theoretically people will be like, oh yeah, I'm married. Like people will be like, I'm married to the game, But like
I'm married to the what?
the game,
Oh.
like
I'm married to the grind.
yeah, But like I think theoretically people will be like, oh, I'm married to my, I don't know,
Toaster.
ChatGPT is the only one that ever comes to mind. But I think it will happen, and it does happen because it's in the world and that's how the world functions. But
Mhm.
yeah, there's some interesting cats out there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Again, it's all revealing a perversion of what was originally created, right?
Mhm.
And so ultimately, like, AI can be a good thing.
Mhm.
And I think we have seen it do good things. I think it can produce very helpful like thoughts. It can produce songs. It can help spawn. It can help spawn. It can help create creativity, like, but I think it can also be used for bad. And I mean, it's going to happen. It's not.
Mhm.
It's not.
Yeah. What the thing that's been worrying me is the like AI vocal swaps where you can make pretty much anybody say pretty much anything. Like it's funny when I have a song of like Sandy Cheeks rapping, but like when
Did you say
have,
Sandy Cheeks?
Yeah, like from SpongeBob.
Oh, he's old.
SpongeBob was
Bro,
like,
Sandy Cheeks, like the
Bruh.
squirrel.
Sandy Cheeks the squirrel.
That
Bruh.
wears like
No, Sandy Cheeks.
Sandy
is,
Cheeks.
A squirrel that
Oh.
lives in Bikini Bottom.
Okay.
That
Oh my gosh.
wow.
Okay.
Bring it back.
But
Yeah.
but she wears like the equivalent of like a spacesuit. So
Mhm.
she's got like
Okay, I know exactly
she's
what you're
from
talking
Texas.
about. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I just didn't know her name,
Yeah.
and I
that's
didn't
it.
know that she lived in Bikini Bottom.
She do.
Gotcha. Yeah.
What
Typically,
was that-
that's where
what was I
Sandy
bringing
Cheeks
to it?
live.
Oh yeah, so yeah. She raps too, apparently.
Oh.
But like but you could use that same technology to like make somebody like a celebrity say something they absolutely did not say.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like that part is scary to me.
Well, yeah.
But for like I said, for me and the graphic design stuff, I use AI more of a tool. Like
Mhm.
it's a thing that helps me do work.
Yeah.
I mean, I was at a conference, a Spire conference last September. I was telling Randy this yesterday, and they had like a ton of AI presentations there, and like I don't think I'd ever like actually used AI until after this conference, but they're basically explaining like as a pastor, would you have an intern write a whole sermon for you without looking at it and then just going on stage and speaking it? No, right? So, but like what AI does is it can provide you information. It can help you with like all these different things. And so that's really what it does. And they also showed us some cool stuff about how, I think it's called church.tech. And they use like an AI that clips the videos and everything. So it was pretty cool how the AI has been able to work with that. But
No, I mean, I think being able to take something like that to be more efficient in what we do, especially like if it's going to break it down into like short video clips, discussion questions, small group discussion, something like that. But it's going to take the content that you are the one that created, and it's just breaking it down into those particular things. I think it's awesome. Like, why not? Why would we not do that? Because ultimately in ministry, like, yes, we are presenting the gospel through a biblical worldview, but we're also building a relationship with people, and so that we can minister to people and help people. And so, like, if we can take some of those types of steps out of that process, so that we can focus more so on the discipleship side of it, like, why not? But I think, AI in general just blows my mind that we're even there, and what it does.
Part of what you said that worries me is like having an AI write sermons for you. Like, you would absolutely look over them, but like AI uses what it knows from the internet. To like,
it takes away the like the revelation. Like when you're personally reading the Bible, and like if you're saved, we know you have the Holy Spirit. So when we're reading the Bible, I believe God reveals things to us that were revealed to the authors, or that we see in the text that normally, someone just looking at the text that wouldn't be Christian would know per se. And so I do think that is a valid point. And I think really going back to the main question of, can AI be saved? I think it comes down to going back to Genesis 1, right? What was AI made in the image of God? No, right? So humans were made in the image of God, and they were the only thing that were made in the image of God, right? And so when we talk about that, we're looking at how we can be saved in our lives because we are made in the image of God. We can pursue what Jesus did.
So the real question is how can we use AI to save?
Ooh, that's good.
Maybe
like
saving AI in the sense that we're saving people from using it for evil.
Ponder that. Do we still ponder? I mean, seriously, like, I mean, if we
as a society,
ragged on the rotary phones, so it's like, do we still ponder? I mean, I feel like that's a pretty old word, ponder.
Yeah.
Does anybody ponder anymore?
Does anybody ponder? Hit us up in the comments if you ponder.
It's probably some weird word now, because we nobody ponders anymore. They
oh boy.
I don't know. I can't think of anything creative. I don't know.
We're not saying another word until you do it.
They don't ponder. They spalificate. Is that? Yeah.
Wow.
I just made that up.
That's pretty good. It sounds real.
It sounds real. I'm spalificating. Stop. I'm trying to spalificate.
Can we get a fact check on that one?
Spalificate.
Spalificate. I want
Anyway,
to fact check.
That was terrible. That was really bad.
But how can we use AI to prevent the bad use of AI? Is what you're saying, basically, right? Or how can we use AI to help people reach Christ? I think is where we're kind of going. And I think, like, you kind of alluded to it, because I mean, it depends on where you're at. Like, I mean, we're in ministry, but TJ obviously does graphic design. And so the way that he's going to use AI,
it's pretty obvious. I mean, everybody knows TJ. I could see where they could look at him and go, that guy does.
Yeah, he's just that graphic design.
He does graphic design, obviously.
But the way that we're going to use AI is going to be different depending on where we're at. And so, but is there a need for AI too in certain scenarios? Do you think?
Is there a need? I don't know. I was fine without it, but it's great that it's here. I mean, just like I never knew the ramifications of having an iPhone until I had one. I thought, okay, well, I don't want to do life without this.
It's a tool.
It's a tool.
It's a tool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't always need a wrench, but you need a wrench.
It's true.
It's good to have one.
You also have like good rock music, right? Tool. It was a band.
Oh my god.
It was a band. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on.
That was rough.
I didn't realize where you were going.
Randy's the only dad in this area. He's allowed to make those
You
jokes.
stop. You stop.
So, by the way, spifflicate. is a word,
Spifflicate.
Spifflicate.
To overcome or dispose of by violence.
Oh.
Like that's
Okay.
that's definition 1. Definition 2 literally just says beat. Like,
So what was that one? That word?
spifflicate.
Spifflicate. I said
Spifflicate the devil.
spullificate. So
Yeah.
spullificate. Mine was different emphasis on syllables.
I understood that reference.
I didn't. What's that one?
Different emphasis on syllables.
Different syllables.
The emphasis on different syllables.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. What's the reference?
Oh, he was saying that. Didn't you use that at some point?
Yeah, I had my English teacher my sophomore year of high school used to say it all the time.
Oh,
I think it's from a movie too.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. It's
Probably.
from a
But-
movie, yeah.
It's
I don't
probably
know which-
generated by AI.
We got the cutoff symbol. How much time? How long have we been going? Oh yeah, we're at 43 minutes.
We're
43 minutes.
We're good.
But wait, we were recording like way ahead of time.
Yeah, that's all getting included.
No.
Not all.
Did you
of
hit
it,
the
that's
what's up, brother?
He had said something, and I was like, but wait, there's more.
Oh, but wait, there's more. Oh, yeah.
$19.99, you can get this, but wait,
Oh,
there's more.
oh yeah, the infomercials. Yeah.
This is great.
I found a compilation on YouTube of like early 2000s commercials, and I remembered like every single one. Like Zoo Pals, the plates
Oh,
with the
dude.
animals, that Betty Crocker like cake filling thing.
Oh yeah, the easy bake oven.
Well, that wasn't it, but
Oh.
also the East Big Oven. There's like Pillow Pets was on there.
Pillow pets?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's probably best. Too.
Wait, speaking of which, you are a wrestling fan.
True.
And when I say wrestling, I don't mean like the real wrestling. I mean like
Like he's saying, he doesn't mean like college wrestling.
or
Roman
or
Greco.
Olympic.
Roman Greco.
That's correct term though.
It's Greco-Roman.
Greco-Roman.
True.
So, but back in my day, I'm gonna have to stop saying that.
You
But
were-
anyway,
yeah.
there were pillows that
Hey,
were
Bob
wrestlers. There were wrestling buddies.
Yeah.
And
If
like
I had one, I would. Get
you had
so
like
much
Macho
trouble.
Man, you had you know what, the Ultimate Warrior, you had Hulk Hogan, you had all these like pillow buddies, and you would wrestle them. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I remember hours upon hours, like sitting in our friend's room, just like tag team wrestling,
Yes.
bouncing off the beds, putting holes
How
in
big
walls.
were these things?
They're literally like this. I mean, like this.
It's literally the size of that.
It was
Did you win every match?
like the arms were like this. They didn't move.
All right, do we have 2 of these mics?
So,
We need one. We need one for Kelly.
maybe that should be another episode. If you should comment on this and give us likes and so that we can start this thing off right. But maybe you should put in the comments like some topics or things that you feel like we should discuss as we journey through this Journeyland. But I think that would be fun. Like things that we grew up with that you still remember, right?
Mm-hmm.
Best comment gets a wrestling pillow of Randy.
Dude,
I don't know that
we
I
gotta get
want
one
pillows.
and then just put it right here. Right here. It's just the
Well, so I didn't have a wrestling pillow as you
Okay.
called it, but I did have like a rather large monkey stuffed animal.
Mm.
And I also, I wasn't this big back when I was 10, but like I did set my hamper upside down. Like my bed was like really low. I had like one of those like wood plank beds.
Okay.
My bed was really low, so I would take my hamper.
Wait a second. A wood plank bed? So you slept on wood planks? Do we need to talk about this?
Let's think. Let's think for a second. What
I've thought.
might be on top of the wood planks?
I'm not sure.
mattress,
I've never
perhaps?
slept on a wood plank bed.
So I don't have a box spring. Instead, I don't have a box spring on a platform.
He has
I
a
have
wood
wood
plank.
planks and then a mattress.
Like, TJ, can we unpack like your childhood? Like, do we need to do some like deep?
We can.
Your parents made you
That's
sleep.
for a whole other episode.
Okay,
But
sorry.
anyways,
Go ahead.
this one shining light in my childhood was I would take my hamper and flip it upside down and stand on top of it and like Jeff Hardy style swanton bomb. Like I would be doing flips and terrible.
I just want to know what type of hamper did you have that didn't collapse?
That
Right?
Great question. It was one of those.
Maybe it was a wooden plank hamper.
So many hampers standing on top, sitting and going downstairs that, like, did you have like a fire vest? I'm sorry, I'll quit.
Oh, Lisa's getting the mic for Kelly. What you can't see behind.
It's
her.
AI that's off camera.
AI is talking.
That's
There's
joining in
nobody-
these
no one-
conversations.
Yes, this is
No one's there.
our AI called Kelly.
That would be a really fun like AI name, though, right?
Kelly, what's 68 divided by 3.5?
Please don't ask me math questions.
But to answer your question, I had it was just a white hamper, but like flipped upside down was fine. If I ever tried to sit in it, every single time the handles would like bust
Yeah.
off and go flying.
Completely.
But when you stood on it, so if you sat in it, handles bust off.
Yeah.
If you stand on it,
I mean, it's just
Fair
the way it's shaped is just conducive of standing on it. I don't
Weight
know.
disbursement.
I dispersed my weight evenlier.
wow, this is incredible.
Keith
I still
Lee.
can't get over that you slept on wooden planks.
Oh,
That's just
Randy, I
bad.
slept on a mattress on wooden planks, but like it wasn't like wooden planks. It was a bed. It was made out of wooden planks. Like I didn't have a box spring.
I'm just.
I
dude,
didn't have a giant king mattress in a mansion like you did.
Hey, no. This again is dating me and showing my age. One of my very first like big beds.
Was made out of only rocks and it was in a cave
When he
next
was
to a
30.
campfire.
No, it
This
was a
was last
water
year.
bed. It was a water bed. Come on,
Dude,
Wait, you slept on water?
yes. Actually, I slept on water.
Dude, I always wanted a water bed when I was little. They had one in the Goofy movie. They went to the hotel, and there's a water bed at the hotel.
What hotel is a water bed?
Dude, it's a listen to
It
the
was
name
a
of the
Goofy-
movie.
it was a Goofy
It's
movie.
a
It
goofy.
is pretty goofy.
It's a Goofy movie. I always wanted one. I never got one though. That's
Yeah.
impressive. I'm jealous.
Yeah, water bed, queen size water bed. It was like laying on. It was ridiculous. I don't even know why they thought that this was a great idea, especially for like a kid that was. I think I was probably 6, 7 years old.
I never got one because I ran with scissors.
You ran with scissors.
For fun?
Did you run the right way with scissors?
Is there a wrong way to run with scissors?
Absolutely. You don't want them pointed towards you. So, like, if you fall and jab your heart.
Yeah, as long as you
Wait.
cover the end, you can run with
You
scissors.
want to
so-
hit someone else.
But if, I mean, you flip them out this way. So, like, as you run, you can joust with scissors. Anyway,
Joust.
Wow. Okay.
Who's jousting?
you've never scissor joust before?
No.
Neither have I. I just thought that was funny.
You said that so serious. I was so concerned.
Next youth game,
No.
scissor jousting.
Rock, paper, scissors with actual scissors.
Actual rocks, paper,
we'll see
and
which one
scissors.
really beats me. Yeah. Good luck to anybody with paper.
Just wraps up.
Yeah, I mean, you can get some serious paper cut, though.
It's true.
It could get infected. I don't know. I
All right.
feel like the end of this podcast is very close.
I think we're trailing off here.
Great.
Trailing off.
I'm getting hungry.
I'm getting.
Kelly's getting hungry.
All right,
First
guys.
lunch.
Well,
I'm always hungry.
I don't know. I've enjoyed this time together.
Yeah.
I look forward to more pods together. And again, comment, like, subscribe, and during this Journeyland.
I'm now in stereo,
Wow.
and I'm editing this, so I'll actually make it in stereo. I promise.
Got some
But I
rap
think
sound.
coming up, having some guests
Mhm.
and having some different topics is going to be fun. So we're excited to see where this goes.
When's the next one?
The next one's going to be,
Roughly a month from now, I assume. Right? We're doing once a month.
you know what? I think with the creativity that we have uncovered today,
Stop.
hammer
Re-
time.
remember, somebody has to edit this, so it's gonna take a sec.
Ice is back with my brand new invention.
Hold me tightly.
Okay, that's
Well,
enough.
no, stop. No.
There's a really cool version of that where this dude does it like a soul bluesy on an acoustic guitar. I like it. Anyway, Vanilla Ice.
We'll link it.
We'll link it. But yeah, so yeah, man, maybe in a couple weeks. We'll see how that goes.
You'll know before we do.
Bye, everybody.
Hope to see you guys soon.